Okay, good day guys, good day to you all. Welcome back to the Formula Sports channel. Thanks for being here, and a gentle reminder as always to give the channel a strength and smash the like button, guys. Free and easy way to support the channel and to help us to get the video out there. So now I want to talk a little bit about Paul Hall's possible impact on Jamaican football, right? What, the potential, right, for Paul Hall to have a great impact on Jamaica's football if he could come on board long term, right? I mean, the question must be asked, right? Win, lose, or draw. In my opinion, this question should be asked. Win, lose, or draw. Should the JFF bring on Paul Hall, right? Regardless of even if things don't work out in the World Cup qualifiers the way how we would want it to work out, right? He doesn't qualify, or, the team does not look as good as we would have hoped the team to have looked, with the removal of the prior coach and his introduction as the head coach, right? I am personally of the view that I think the JFF should, one, try and bring on Paul Hall, regardless of what takes place in the qualifiers, and try as best as possible to try and facilitate Paul Hall being able to restructure Jamaica's football, right? I was pleasantly surprised by the press conference. I was on it and I got to ask the new gaffer a couple questions. I was pleasantly surprised by his answer to a particular question about the possibility of him being on long term. I was pleasantly surprised, right? I mean, just some of the things he said, right? Let's see. He said something I would seriously consider, right? He also said, it's been a dream of mine since as long as I've been with Jamaica. He also said, there are opportunities around the world, but this one speaks the loudest for me. It is more than just for the World Cup. Paul Hall was talking to me as if he was trying to lobby the Jamaica Football Federation, right? To just indicating to them that, hey, I am interested in this long term, and making that publicly, be known publicly that, hey, I would actually take this thing long term, right? That's what I feel. I want to play something for you guys. Let me play a short clip for you guys.
Yeah, I will be here for the long term and hope to develop lots more than just results on the island. We want to make sure that we get these practitioners to turn to be the very best that they can be.
He said, he said, I would be here for the long term and hope to develop lots more than just results. It sounds to me like, I don't know if the JFF have already worked out something with Paul Hall and it just has not been revealed and it probably slipped out a while ago. It sounds to me like in Paul Hall's head, it sounds to me like in Paul Hall's head, he's going to be here for quite some time. I mean, just listen to the whole theme of the press conference. He kept on talking about Jamaica's football overall and what he would like to see and what he would want to see implemented, and giving some idea as to, plans not only for this particular World Cup qualifying games, but also beyond that, right? He placed significant emphasis on, other things apart from the 6 games. That doesn't sound to me like a man who is here for the short term, even when he wasn't asked about it, right? He was it was a constant theme throughout the press conference. A number of you guys listened to it, right? So, even if it's not the case that the JFF has already, and I'm not saying the JFF has, had some agreement with Hall, but what I'm saying is that even if there isn't, it's not finalized in terms of Hall coming on long term, I think the Jamaica Football Federation should move to try and bring Paul Hall in long term, right? He knows the Jamaican footballing landscape. I think that is very clear from his press conference. He knows the landscape, right? When you hear him talk about it, you can see that he is passionate about it, right? Could it be that he was just trying to, get the fans on board, right? Could it be that it was an appeal to the fans, right? Could it be that it was trying to motivate the players to say, hey, I genuinely care about this thing, right? I care about Jamaica's football, right? So trying to get the players on board as well. I think it's a little bit of those things as well, But honestly, the way how Paul Hall, I mean, when him said things like it's been a dream of mine, something I would seriously consider, right? Opportunities around the world. This one speaks the loudest for me more than just the World Cup. This guy sounds like he seriously wants to revolutionize Jamaican football. He used this word a couple of times, about 2 times, if memory serves me right, throughout the press conference, right? Overhaul. He made mention of the fact that the top nations in the world, in the footballing world, to get where they are today at some point in time, they had a massive overhaul in their respective footballing structure, right? Guys, what do we need in our football right now? A revolution. The man are talking, guys. Revolution, the man is talking. Right? I think that is what he wants to do. Come out here and just restructure, revolutionize, overhaul Jamaica's footballing system, footballing structure. I think that is what he wants to do. Right? He kept on, like, just the theme and the I wouldn't say the tone, but the theme, so to speak, the underlying theme of the press conference in a number of things, that responses that he was given, even when he wasn't asked about it, he just kept on dropping these little, what were gems to me, where, our footballing program needs to go. He kept on dropping it right throughout the press conference, and I was very, 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 it spoke those things in the press conference. I was listening it while it was going on, and it just, I was like, whoa, what am I hearing? What am I hearing, right? So I personally think that if it is a case that Paul Hall is serious about potentially coming on board for the long term, right? The Jamaica Football Federation needs to facilitate his arrival and facilitate his tenure as best as possible, right? I mean, in terms of giving him the tools necessary to really and truly revolutionize our football, right? Step up the professionalism. These men, a man like Paul Hall, is used to a high level of professionalism in London, right? A guy like that now gonna come out here and stand for foolishness, right? Try and come out of his way, or try and step out of his way, right? Not saying you must just allow him to just do whatever he wants to do, no. But, try as best as possible to facilitate his ideas, facilitate his template, and facilitate his plans, and really give him the reins where restructuring Jamaica's football is concerned. I am personally of that opinion, guys, that the JFF should try as best as possible to facilitate this. This man, question his head coaching experience all you want, This man, when it comes to development of youth players, his success is undeniable. It is undeniable. The man has produced talents that have played at the very, very highest level, right? Imagine if he could implement a structure in Jamaica that could facilitate world-class footballing development, just as how we have world-class track and field development. Yeah, think about the top-notch talent that we have in Jamaica, how the development will facilitate top-notch footballers in the country, guys. I mean, we're talking revolutionary stuff, guys. Revolutionary stuff. And the issue, one of the major things would be how would we pay Paul Hall? I was doing a little bit of research, right? This study that came out, if I'm not mistaken, it was 2019. And I don't know which one Paul Hall is truth be told, but I saw figures for academy manager and also academy head coach, right? So for an academy manager, they were paid £88,000 per year, 89 million Jamaican dollars, £1,600 per week, 300,000 Jamaican dollars, 7,300 pounds per month, 1.4 million Jamaican dollars. No, I don't think we could afford to pay that amount of money, right? But as best as possible, I think we could afford. I mean, I don't want to say what the JFF can afford because I don't know what they can, but also academy head coach figures, £65,000 per year, 13 million Jamaican dollars, 1,200 pounds per week, 244,000 Jamaican dollars, 5,400 pounds per month, 1.1 million Jamaican dollars. And these are estimated figures for what academy head coaches and academy managers are earning in the English League Championship. So I don't know which one Paul Hall is, but the reason why I'm quoting these figures is, I mean, if this is an average, well, truth be told, it was an average. Was it an average or was it the highest? Was it an average? Oh, there you go. It's average. So Paul Hall could be earning higher than this. He could be earning lower than this. But just giving, some idea of what Paul Hall might be earning. Now, we were at one point we were paying Winfried Schaefer about 50,000 US per month. Now, obviously, we can't afford anywhere near that. But given Paul Hall's love for the country, I would really and truly hope that the JFF could really sit and negotiate something with Paul Hall, right? Could there be a meeting in the middle, so to speak, right? I think at the very least, the Jamaica Football Federation must try. I know the figures might be on the high side, right? But if it's even to try and find sponsorship to facilitate this, I mean, no one talks the talk like Paul. Paul could try and lobby sponsors to say, hey, if you guys pay to bring me on board, this is what I can do for Jamaica's football. And guess what? Your brands will be attached to this revolution, right? I think the effort must be put in, right? I mean, Paul, throughout the press conference, was talking about implementation of a culture, right? System, style of play, proper development, structure. These were the things that the new gaffer was talking about in his press conference. Can you imagine if he was allowed to come out here and really do these things? Trust me, man, trust me. Another issue that would be in play is obviously his family, right? Of course, he has family in England. How would that work out with him being over here and over there? Would it be also on a part-time basis Could he strike a balance? Could he do QPR and Jamaica? Could he do QPR and continue to revolutionize and not continue? Could he do QPR and revolutionize Jamaica's football at the same time? Is that a possibility? We don't know, right? So those, that is job over there. Would he be willing to give that up? That's something to consider. And also his family as well. Would they be willing, right? If it's indeed that, if it's a case that he's coming on board full time, would they be willing to come with him? Would they be willing to be over there by themselves? I don't know how that whole thing would work, but at least approach the guy on a serious and long-term basis. Would the JFF be willing to take guidance from Paul Hall? That is another major issue at play as well. So guys, remember, smash the like button again. Take care, stay safe, and until next time.